want to talk a little bit about why containers in this quick clip. So number one is context. When your dog comes into the room, they know what they're there to do because they see these containers. The other thing is it narrows the search area. So if they come in and we expect them to search an entire room right away, that can be a really big task. But if they understand the task is I just need to check these 6, 10, 12, however many boxes, it's a way more manageable task and a way easier way to get the dog started without them feeling frustrated because the area is just really big. So it focuses the dogs. But there's another reason we use containers, and that's to do with the way odor will move. And I just want to show you something real quick in a clip with a fog machine. This little pink top of an ice cream cone decoration as the food giving off odor. You can see how the fog is just kind of dispersing. You can see this one tendril just kind of going and going and going, and it has nowhere to stop. So this is without a container. So here we are now inside of a container, and fog doesn't behave identically to the way odor will behave. But I do think it's a good visual for people to get an idea of why containers can be very helpful. So if we think of the fog as potentially being odor, you can see how much is just pooling in the bottom of this container in here. So if we pretend that pink thing is our piece of food, you can see how the odor would potentially just move and how it can really travel when it's just sitting on the ground versus when we put it in a container. You could see how it pools inside the container. That's not to say that odor behaves exactly the same as fog. It is going to be different, but I think it's a great visual aid for our very visual human brains to kind of get an idea of how pooling odor might work. Understanding how odor behaves is going to be helpful if you are teaching your dog nose work, even just for fun, but especially if you have interest in being a scent detection handler for sport or anything else. It can be really important to understand the idea of odor movement. So I hope that helps give you an idea of the difference between something in a container and something out of a container.